Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 240. Joining me as always, Daniel Neveroli.
What's up, gamers?
Hi, Daniel.
What's going on?
Oh, how you doing?
I'm okay. Not too bad. Better week than last week. So,
What happened last week?
I got into a car accident.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Your finger looks better.
Yeah, it does.
Put a picture
I
of that on
still have
Discord.
I still have a bit of that nail, and that's annoying.
God, that's disgusting. I didn't tell you to put it on camera. You didn't need to do all that.
No, the nail. Everything else looks great.
We just lost.
It's just this little
4
bit.
of our 5 viewers because of that.
It's just that
They
little.
were
bit
like,
of
you
nail
know
that's
what?
left.
We're out.
It's still attached. I can't. It hurts when I try to pull it. So.
What's left on there? Just like the gross
It's
old
just a
nail
bit of
little
no, yeah. You
Yeah.
see that little bit right here. That is old nail.
It's like a hangnail. You gotta rip that shit out.
Yeah, it won't.
Get some pliers. Get hardcore
That
with it.
would really hurt because it's still attached.
Get hardcore with it, you know?
I would need somebody else to do it. I don't know if I could do it, but I bite down on something and just have somebody do it for me.
Tie a string to it, then tie the other part of the string to the door.
I'd have to do it left-handed.
Slam the door.
I don't know if I could do it left-handed.
You can't go with your left hand there.
Nah, I'm right-handed, so it's tough. It'd be tough to do it anything like that. So I would want somebody else to do it.
Get Stallone. Go get Stallone right now. It's been great content.
He's at work.
God damn it! You got another roommate. Go get him.
Yeah, he's on.
Rip
Do
your
it.
nail out. Just fucking do it. Do it.
But under the nail looks great. You can't really see, but
Yeah, it looks great.
You can see my nail's halfway up now.
Now you get a little new baby nail.
No, it's a full nail. It's just slowly.
But it's a baby. It's brand new. It's just born.
Yeah, it's really annoying. This little bit is it'll pull. All right, you gotta stop doing it.
It's caught and everything.
Yeah, not too bad, but sometimes it will.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like cloth and
that's
stuff.
That's fucking rough. Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah, I would too. Disgusting. Nails, man. Nails are a weird thing. Why do we need them? You know, why do humans have nails? What's the point?
That's a good question.
Did we used to fight with them? Were we fighting off animals with them back in the day?
It was probably a weapon. Yeah. That's what I would guess.
I figured that they wouldn't be that effective though, no matter what. I guess maybe.
But it's better than nothing.
Yeah, maybe when you're a kid. Yeah, but you got fists. You know.
I mean, use all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're a caveman, I don't know. Do you think their nails were stronger?
I mean, I don't know.
2,000 years ago.
I only lived
think
to 15.
Think their nails were stronger? You know, a million years ago. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. But it's you're not gonna scratch a dinosaur. It's not gonna hurt them. Their flimsy nails. Some of them did. Didn't they?
Someone rode the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that before. They rode the dinosaurs. Okay, so you're fighting off like a bear. What, are you going to scratch the bear?
I mean, it's better than the bear just killing you?
Yeah, I guess.
Back, right?
I feel is evolution supposed to, help with that? When we have evolved to get stronger nails at some point?
Yeah, or also, eliminate things that aren't working.
Mm-hmm. Like the nails.
Yeah.
We didn't get that far.
But we're way past that now.
Yeah, we weren't primal for long enough to have nails or get rid of the nails.
Bad vision should be eliminated, right?
Oh, me too. I wear glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, bad vision should be out of the gene pool.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
There are things that should be out of the gene pool, but we're way past that.
I mean, white people in general, honestly. You get sunburnt and shit. We should not exist anymore, you know.
Sure.
Too fragile, you know.
We're living way too long. We're living way too long.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got people talking about eventually we're gonna just be able to live forever, just because modern technology, medicine, and whatnot. It's yikes, yikes. Hey, no, thank you.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, let's.
I don't know.
Where's the pill that'll make me live a shorter life? How about that one?
Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Take something to not do that.
Yeah. It's a shame because we're just gonna miss out on on the space era, and by just I mean by like hundreds of years, but like, humanity will get there eventually.
Hmm.
It's like we're just in the boring part right now, really. Like, yeah, we have technology, but like 200-300 years from now, it's gonna be looked at as like child's play.
Yeah. If you live forever, like eventually you would get you'd have to like get bored of life, right? Wouldn't you not?
Yeah, I mean, how many sci-fi movies have there been of someone that lives too
You know,
long?
it's a big spoiler, but a great example of it is the finale for The Good Place. Have you ever seen
Mm,
Good Place?
no.
Oh man, the finale's great because like I won't really like spoil the whole show, but like it's basically like they kind of like live like a happy life, and this is on the last episode, and like slowly, people want to just fade away. Like so, like pretty much one by one, all the main characters basically choose to not be in heaven
Mm.
and choose to just not exist anymore because it's
Because they
like
were getting
they
bored
feel
up
like
there.
kind of bored, but they just feel like it's time to move on.
Mm.
Like it's a very fascinating end of a show that like has a really bold choice to like fade away its characters.
I'm not even sure I know what this show is, honestly.
It's Kristen Bell and Ted Danson.
Oh, okay, okay,
That show, it's a comedy,
gotcha.
but it has some serious things in it, and that final
And like
episode is
they're all
really.
dead type thing, or they're all in
I
heaven?
mean, so well, yes, they're all
Is like
dead
the main premise of the show? Yeah.
is the main premise,
Yeah.
but I mean, spoilers, I guess. The twist is they're not in heaven, the good place. They're actually in hell, and that's just kind of
Oh,
like. But then they go to the good place. It's a comedy show, but like the end is like they're very existential and
how
like
many seasons is it?
4.
Oh,
It's very short. It's a comedy, so very short episodes too.
yeah.
Very good show.
Huh.
I highly recommend, especially for that ending. Like it's a very unique ending of a show that kind of questions like, could you just be in heaven forever? Like,
Yeah. Ain't gonna get bored up there?
yeah,
It's a great
yeah, and just
question.
having the time of your life. Like they even like fast forward it. Like they live in heaven for a long time.
Yeah.
Then like they one by one the characters start choosing to just kind of like, I think I've fulfilled everything I wanted, and then I'm gonna choose death basically.
Heaven's an interesting thing because on Earth, right, a majority of the things we find fun wouldn't be fun in, it wouldn't be allowed in heaven, sort
That's
of.
an interesting point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we like drinking, having sex, all that shit. Can't do that up there, theoretically, you
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. That's a fun question.
Doing drugs, you ain't doing none of that,
That's
like
yeah.
how boring, hell
You can't
almost
sit
sounds
up
more
there, right?
fun sometimes.
No sitting up there.
I always picture hell as the hell from Little Nicky now too. That's
Sure.
just my direct image. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where you're gonna go if you're bad.
Isn't it weird that people like? I guess this is gonna turn into a completely different show. Isn't it? Like I always think about like I have nothing against people that that are religious and like use that to find a reason to like I guess exist or whatever. But I always find it weird that most religion they kind of live to die and not live to live.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And
right.
that's not everyone, and that's not every religion, but like they always live for the afterlife and live to that, to like a good ending, to heaven, to the 40 virgins or whatever. Like it's like, man, can't you just like live to live and like live a good life here? Why is
Right.
that?
You're almost so focused on the afterlife that
Yeah,
you're not focused on living actually on Earth.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like it's not as much of a priority because you're like, oh, it'll be fine. I'm like when I'm dead, it's good.
Right.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah. No, it is a weird thing. Religion's a whole crazy
It's it's
thing,
it's it's fascinating,
Yeah,
right?
it really is. Like human history is fascinating
Yeah.
with religion because it's just everything goes back to religion. Like literally everything. Any problem in the world right now all goes back to religion.
Wars. I mean,
That's what
Crusade.
makes
Yeah.
Halo 2 so good. 'Cause
Sure.
they fall into
Yeah.
that so much, Yeah. Like it's
The
such
false
a story
prophets.
about that. Yeah. And it's like, huh, how would other aliens handle that? Do they also have religions and do they also have things like that, It's always been a very interesting question.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, video game. We're a video game podcast, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah, we are. Oh, I brought it back to Halo 2. There you go.
That's my favorite game of all time.
One thing I really do hope we discover some sort of alien in my lifetime. You know, figure what what am I 29? Got like I don't know 60ish years left, maybe. Probably a little less than that, hopefully. So I was like, let's go with the aliens. Like, I love. Do you follow this shit at all with the government like leaking the documents about there might be
Not
potential aliens out
closely.
there and stuff? Yeah, yeah. It's just like I don't know. They found like little small things that are like on Earth already, and they've like tracked one of them, or like I think it was like the U.S. Army was like tracking like a very small flying thing, a UFO. And then they found it over like the Pacific Ocean at one point. And,
Just recently?
I think it was all many years ago, but they were able to release the files recently. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know, shit like that is very interesting to me. It's like, what if we are just being watched, by tiny little aliens?
I mean, I feel like we wouldn't know.
Some sort of species out there. No, we definitely wouldn't. And like, I wouldn't talk to us either, honestly. If you were an alien, you saw these motherfuckers.
Humans be crazy.
Yeah, you just observe us. Like, you go to Florida for a second, and you're like, oh nah, yeah, nah, we ain't talking to
They're
these
literally
guys.
beating each other up for a sport.
Right? Yeah, we still have wars with each other and shit. It's like, oh god, yeah, don't. These guys need a few more years to develop.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, the existence of that could radically affect like human history.
Do you think aliens are out there? Because I'm always baffled by the people that think there aren't.
I mean, I don't see how there couldn't be.
Exactly. It's like space is so big. There's no possible way that aliens aren't out there.
I mean,
Some sort of intelligent life form isn't out there.
Yeah. How could there not be a planet that is just like had life on it? Like
Right.
Ours can't be the only one.
Earth cannot be the only perfect planet for humans to grow in the entire galaxy.
There has to be other like green. What do they call it? Green zone. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, like the perfect planet for life to form.
We can't be the only one.
No, and I mean they found so many already, just near us, But obviously very hard to tell if there's life on there, but still, it's just like, and then you think of other galaxies. It's like, okay, there's so many possibilities. There has to be.
Yeah. I think the question really would be is like, have we been visited? That's more. I think more of the question.
Right.
Then are they out there?
Yeah. Love to know one day. Anyways, people, this is the video game podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We will now move on to video game news. Daniel, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
It's been a weird week.
It has been a weird week, yeah. It was very dead. I know we got some more news stories in here, but it was like pretty much dead all week, except for it looks like today shit kind of popped off a little bit.
Yeah, some news today.
And then obviously
people just
the
playing
bigger
new
news
games
story
that are coming out.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice. First up, then, the PlayStation 5 Pro has finally been officially announced during a tech video hosted by Mark Cerny. The new console will launch on November 7th later this year and cost a whopping $700. Even more crazy the pricing in other countries from what I've seen. Like the
full price.
The equivalent for the Japan price, like if you equivalent that to US currency, was like $1,200 or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is nuts. It's not even like it's like $700, everywhere, but it's $700. It seems like US is getting the cheapest.
Well, they raised the prices in Japan, right?
Right. Yeah. That too.
But it's funny because 700 isn't even the price. I'm gonna put in quotes of the thing because it's like they're selling two different pieces. I didn't even watch this Mark Cerny video, but like they're selling the vertical stand, which is cheap, which is not coming with it, which doesn't make any sense. And then there's the disc drive.
I still love the vertical stand because it's just that little piece of shit.
It's like it has like a metal ring and then it's like a little black piece. It's like you can't put that in the box.
The audacity.
It's cool if you sell it separately. If someone breaks one,
right? Of course, you'd have
put one in the box.
Yeah.
It's a $700 console, and then the disc drive is separate.
I'm surprised PlayStation doesn't have the nerve to not give you a controller with the console.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
like that's what's next. Honestly, yeah.
That's like the iPhone not giving you a cord to charge your phone anymore.
Right. But continue. What were you saying about the other
Uh,
piece?
then the disc drive is not.
Yeah. Well, obviously both of those optional. Like you don't need them.
They're optional, of
But,
course, of
yeah.
course. But it's like that's not even the full console. Like that's the full console with the stand and the disc drive.
Right.
It's like this thing is so expensive.
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, came out on I think on Monday they announced that they were doing a tech video hosted by Mark Cerny. They didn't announce for what, but we all assumed it was PS5 Pro.
Was it Tuesday when it happened?
Yeah, Tuesday the video dropped. Monday they announced it. So yeah, here we are, $700. I know we were all expecting this thing. We've talked about the PS5 Pro before, so
Yeah.
we were all expecting it to get announced sometime. A lot of people were like, oh, it's not actually a real thing, not coming out this year. It's like, no, it is very much
People
is.
just don't follow what's happening.
Right,
It's
yeah.
been, like softly confirmed for a long time.
Right, yeah, we've known about this for like years already, so everybody calm down. And yeah, here we are. Then they announced the price at the end of the Mark Cerny thing, $700, fucking crazy. And yeah, there you go.
What do we think about the look?
Um,
Because it's going along.
yeah,
the lines
again,
of
I've
Slim,
I've
right?
learned throughout the course of this show that I do not care about this as much as others. A lot of people really adamant about the looks of their consoles
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I guess I just kind of throw it under, like it's literally under this little table right here, so I just don't ever
Yeah.
look. So I don't care personally. I think it looks fine. I mean, I don't know. It just looks like a PS5 with 3 stripes on it now.
Yeah, it looks like they took the Slim, which has
Yeah.
that like line on it, and then like
Yeah.
upgraded it from
It's
the Slim.
bigger than the Slim now, so I wonder if it's as big as the old one now.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Slim is like I forget what percentage smaller.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's probably.
I
the
think
same
it pretty
price.
much went back. If you got a Slim, prepare to go back to the old one,
Yeah.
the size of the old one at least.
Yeah, I don't think
I
it
would
looks
say.
great. I don't
Yeah,
like the
yeah. I
the
don't.
Slim.
I think the
I don't even-
consensus on the PS5 just in general has been it doesn't look great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the base one looks the best. The base one without the disc drive. I think that
Sure.
one's the best looking one, but I still just don't like the PS5 look. I just think it's very. I think it's just bad.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking here? Like, are you excited? I know you said you didn't watch the tech video. Tech video was
Yeah.
all right. It was kind of interesting. I mean, my problem with the tech video was that it almost sounds like they want you to think that everything's going to be able to run at 4K 60 now, you know? And I know that's not the case. That's not going to happen. You know,
I mean,
it's
they
like
claim that when
maybe
the
right
PS5
now,
launched.
maybe right now it'll be everything 4K 60 for like a year, you know? But
I think that.
we're gonna get to the same spot we did with Series X and PS5, where everything just started downgrading eventually. The more advanced games that came out, the lesser they looked, right?
Yeah, I think the key for like keeping the frame rate up is going to be that the AI upscaling. I think like PC does that, and it helps keep the frame rate higher. So I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that it could, but I don't have faith because like we don't even have it right now. Like games are struggling to push 60, so it's like
Yeah, my whole thing with
Okay.
everyone saying like, "Oh, this will be the only way to play GTA 6 at 60 frames," like, don't hold your breath on that. Don't hold your breath
Yeah.
on that. I don't know about that.
Rockstar will take the hit.
Digital Foundry's saying the same thing. Like, don't hold your breath on that because it might not be the case. You know, it's like there's a
might
very
just be PC.
likelihood that but that game's not even gonna launch a PC at first, right? So it's like
true.
so to get at launch, I don't know if anyone's playing GTA 6 at 60 frames. You know,
Right.
no matter what console you have. Obviously, this will be the best way to play it at launch, but will it be 60? Will it be worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, because they're claiming that you won't have to make the choice anymore, right? Like performance. And
Not with
fidelity mode.
everything, but like I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, they pretty much are claiming that. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they put on the video, so it's like
Mhm.
all right, that's what you guys are saying. It's but I guess it's only for developers that then develop for the PS5 Pro, right? Like it's not like PlayStation's just doing it for you. It's not like you just put the disc in and well, you can't put a disc in. It's not like you just play the
You gotta
game.
buy it.
Right, yeah, you gotta buy that disc drive. But it's not like you just download a game and it's already PS5 Pro ready. It's more work for developers, you know. And that's an interesting thing about this gen too is now developers have like 4 different SKUs to work with just for
Mm.
Xbox and PlayStation. You got Series X, PS5, now PS5 Pro. It's like 4 different things. We're putting a lot on developers this gen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, especially the Series like S. Like that's even like
Well,
at least like
that's been more and more problematic as this thing has gotten going, right?
yeah.
The Series S, it's what seemed like such a good idea at first with the Series S
I
has
still think it is, but
it is, but it's like that's going to be a rough system to play on at the end of this generation. I guarantee you. You know, when you get like I don't know, Elder Scrolls fucking 6 or whatever, right? That's going to be
yeah.
rough on there. So,
Yeah, it just they just need to know where that console sits. You know,
yeah,
it's like it's a really cheap option to play games. It's a cheap media box, right? Like that's a good thing just to like get all your streaming services and all that kind of stuff. Like that's just a good media box to have that can play games, even if it's not the highest end games.
yeah, definitely.
It's gonna have to know what that one's for, you know. But yeah, this Pro, I don't know. Are you gonna get it?
I don't know. It's a big question, right? It's like
It's a lot of
700.
money.
700's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money. You know, I
And I do
think
feel like you need it.
no. At the moment, I don't, and it's just so much, man. Like I remember me and you theorizing a couple months ago, or probably more than a couple months ago at this point, of like how much this thing would cost, and we were like, yeah, 600 probably, you know, and
Yeah,
that seemed fucking crazy
that's a lot.
when
Yeah.
we were talking about that, you know. Now add an extra 100 onto that, and that's the real price, right? And it's like, fuck, man, that's so much. Like, we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, what is the point of consoles if it's gonna cost this much, you know? Because
That's a
like,
fair point. Yeah.
yeah, it's like you know, you could get a low end to mid range PC for that much, you know, and it's like, and like, granted, the PC has its own annoyances. I don't really like playing games on PC. I don't think I ever will, as long as consoles will be available. So I
Yeah,
don't
just
know.
ease. Yeah, of the
Yeah, just the
console.
ease of a console, and you know, I just don't really like playing games on my desk and all that stuff. And uh, yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I really don't know if I want to buy one of these. I do eventually. You know, the big thing is for me too is there really isn't anything releasing that I want to play on PS5 right around that November 7th. I
Yeah.
know Assassin's Creed Shadows. They said they confirmed that game will be PS5 Pro ready, so they're doing something for that SKU. So and that's a good game to like launch around it with. But I'm not
Yeah.
really interested
That
in
game's
that
gonna be
game.
gorgeous. So
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that game personally. So it's like November 7th right now. It's like, okay, cool. Can't wait to play Dragon Quest HD 2D on my PS5 Pro.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I'm sure that's really gonna take advantage of that, you know. And then Indiana Jones comes out at the beginning of December, which you can't play on there anyways, right then. So it's like, all right, I don't really need one at that moment. Last time when I bought a PS4 Pro, I bought it for Horizon, or like right before Horizon came out, right? So it was like, I might do that again. Wait for a game I'm really excited for, and then buy the PS5 Pro. Maybe, but maybe by that point I just don't even care, you
Yeah, I
know.
didn't even get the PS4 Pro.
Yeah,
I've had I still have it. It's right down there on my shelf.
yeah.
I have my base PS4. I had a base PS4 the whole time. It was loud, but it
And
got me
honestly,
through.
you don't notice the difference, you know, if you don't, if you're not looking, right? And it's like,
Yeah,
you know, these things are so hard to show off too, like PS5 Pro, because it's like everyone's like posting the screenshots. It's like, dude, you're not gonna see the difference in a screenshot.
the only difference you're going to be able to really get, you have to be playing, which is the frame rate.
Exactly.
It's like, can that frame rate keep high with a high fidelity?
Yeah.
Is what that's what they're saying it is. So the only way you're going to know that, you could probably tell from a video, but you need to be playing the game to know the frame rate.
These compressed YouTube videos and screenshots are not
Yeah.
going to be able to show off the power of this thing. You're just not going to be able to see it there. So it's like, yeah, everyone's like posting the screenshots of here's PS5, here's PS5 Pro. They look exactly the same. Oh yeah, no shit. It's you're not going to be able to tell the difference in a fucking screenshot on Twitter. So yeah, I don't know. It's a whole mess. Do you plan on getting one?
No,
No. Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah. Don't feel like you need it.
No. Yeah, I don't know if somebody gave one to me or whatever, but that's that's not.
If someone gave one.
I would take it, but unless like I had a reason.
Imagine
to,
you
like,
said no.
yeah.
I'm good.
No, I'm good. Unless I had like a reason to give my PS5 to someone else, and then like I wanted, get another one, then I would maybe think about that.
Yeah.
But, like I would also like question, is the slim and the regular model going down in price in November or like right before?
this
I
was
would.
my other thing. Like
How expensive it is, I would guess not.
I
Right?
see everyone assuming that. If you remember, Hiroki Totoki earlier this year said don't expect price drops on
Yeah.
the PlayStation 5. So I'm not expecting price drop at any point. Like
The
not
only one
anytime
that should
soon.
be is the base model. I'd see the slim not, but like the base model, I could see maybe go to like 300.
I think the Slim is the base model though now.
Do
Like
they
I don't,
not
yeah, I don't even think
manufacture
they
the?
manufacture the ones
Oh,
me and you have or the disc ones, you know, like those
hmm.
original ones anymore. I think it's all the ones with the line in it. They don't even call that the Slim, you know. It doesn't say PS5 on PS5 Slim on the box, you know. It just says
Oh, okay.
PS5. So I don't even think you can get one of those right now, at least brand new. So I think that kind of is the base model. I don't know when a price drop is coming. They need one, right? It's just that's the thing, man. We're in such a bad time right now with the economy.
Hmm.
It's just so bad. It's like,
It's
it,
bad worldwide. It's not even
right,
just
and it's
here.
like to be putting out a $700 new edition console right now. That's such a niche thing. It's like, you know, I know they came out and they said, or someone said, I think it was Tom Henderson inside of gaming. He maybe dug through the files on the Insomniac leak or whatever, but PS4 Pro sold 13 million lifetime, which is
Mm.
actually kind of more than I thought. I was like, okay, I didn't think anyone got that thing, you know. Which shows why they're doing the PS5 Pro now, but it's like, uh, I don't see it selling 13 million.
The price is it's
Why?
tough.
If the
Tough
PS,
price.
if we're saying the PS6 is coming out 2028, I don't see it 13 million by that point. I don't. People are having enough trouble being able to afford a regular PS5 right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Unless they do some like crazy bundles or
I
something,
do
and
wonder
like
how many of those were people upgrading from PS4 to PS4 Pro. You know, like how many of the
mm,
like people in my situation, how
or
many?
someone new, yeah, compared to somebody new buying
Yeah, yeah. Like,
PlayStation.
do people that haven't gotten a PS5 4 years in care about the Pro model? Probably not, right?
No, because they're probably still playing an older console. I
Right,
would
they're
assume.
on PS4 or on Xbox One still, and if they're just upgrading now, they don't care about the Pro necessarily. You know, maybe they want that, right? Maybe if they just got extra cash to spend and they see a Pro sitting on the shelf at Target, they're
That's
like,
that's
"Oh
why I
yeah,
was
give me
gonna.
that one."
It's right near Black Friday, or it's like
Yeah,
before is
yeah,
when it comes out. So maybe they'll do some bundles, like a couple weeks later when
yeah,
Black Friday hits. Maybe that's a way to boost the sales of it. But
yeah. Like this type of thing, I'm not mad it exists. I'm actually kind of glad it exists, but it's just at that price point, man.
yeah,
It's
there's
too much.
always a market for higher end, tech.
Yeah,
That is what it is. That's why like when you go and like get your new iPhone, they just did all the iPhone stuff. You have like four models of the 16.
right.
You have the regular, the Pro, the Max, and the Pro. It's like somebody's gonna want that Pro Max. I mean, that's what this is. I have a 14 Pro Max, so like I don't know, higher end tech like has an audience, even if it's not the majority. Even if the majority is only getting the iPhone and their Pro, they're not going for the Max or whatever.
Yeah,
So most people are going to get the slim or the new model. Maybe you get a fraction of them. I'll throw a couple extra $100 and I'll just get the best version.
yeah,
That's what they're
exactly.
hoping. But
Yeah,
yeah, they have to know that it's going to be limited. They're probably only making X amount too. So
right. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't launch with Astrobot on the PS5 Pro. Not that that game's gonna like take advantage of that in any way, but like I don't know, just to have a game right next to it, like release the new Astrobot and release PS5 Pro on November 7th.
I mean, why not just say it comes with it?
Right. Yeah. Do that.
A
700
$700 console.
770 now, bitch.
Make it 800. Pay
Right.
more.
Yeah, make it 800. Charge an extra 30 for Astro. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'll let you guys know if I get one. Probably not at launch. I don't really see any. Like I said, it's like
You get like multiple.
right. Yeah, I get like 4. Like fuck it. I needed it. All right. Yeah. All right. November 7th. I think pre-orders go live the 28th or something like that. If you're
Of this
interested.
month.
Of this month, yeah.
Interesting.
Next up, then we got some new news stories that just came out today on Thursday. Some more layoffs going on in the world of Microsoft. Microsoft had to lay off 650 more employees over in their gaming division, so over at Xbox. 3% of the gaming division.
Yeah, it seems like it's not devs. They're more on the corporate and like probably like marketing and all that kind of stuff. It seems like no games are actually affected right
Good,
now.
let's get those guys out of here.
Yeah, yeah. They don't need jobs, right?
uh,
So that I guess that's like good for the game part, but like, man,
yeah,
I think this is Microsoft's third round
yeah,
as like a company, not just the Xbox division,
right, yeah.
but like as the company. I think it's their third round this year. I think PlayStation has had three. I think
Yeah,
Sony
PlayStation had that
themselves.
weird one where it was just the select studios last year, if you remember, like towards the end of last year. You know, remember it was
Hmm.
like Insomniac, Naughty Dog, and some other ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then it
Then I
came
think
out, and then the big one happened in like I don't know Marchish, I want to
yeah,
say.
'cause that was didn't just Sony themselves have one too?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why there probably is three. I don't know. They're probably tied three for three right now. With,
Yeah,
how much layoffs?
it's just
But yeah,
wild.
not good, man. Not good. The
650 people.
it's crazy.
Gone.
It doesn't seem like it's stopping either. So,
No.
gonna keep going. I wonder how deep in the next year all these layoffs go to. You know.
Yeah, I guess at what point is the industry gonna like bounce back from like all these layoffs? Like at what point is it gonna stabilize?
Right.
Like we had an influx of developers in every facet of the industry, but like I don't know, are all these people gonna go and do indie games? I don't think so.
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
like
there's
where are they gonna
not even the market for that, right? There's
yeah,
already too
and then
many
like
indie games.
where are they going to go? Because it's not like they can go that many other places in tech, really, it seems like, because everywhere in tech is laying people off. Amazon's laying people off, like Microsoft is, like some of the biggest companies. Apple, I would assume, I can't off the top of my head remember if Apple did, but I would assume that they did too. It's
Yeah.
like if all the biggest tech companies in the world are laying people off, where is there going to be room for you, even in just tech, not in video games? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget what I was listening to. Someone threw out banking. There's like a lot of place where game developers go, you know, which is
Hmm.
weird, but something like that. I
I
think
guess that makes sense
yeah,
if
some
you're like in
podcast.
that side of gaming.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Like accounting or something,
I mean,
maybe.
some of them aren't. You know, some of them are gonna
Yeah,
have to go and get different jobs, the different types of jobs, work in different fields and stuff, and like that sucks, man. Like I feel for people like that when it's like, shit, I went to college for all these years, I'm still paying off all those loans, and I can't even get a job in the industry that I wanted. That fucking sucks, you know.
wild.
Yeah, difficult times. All right, cool. Not cool, but
It's not cool, Connor.
not cool, not cool at all.
Video game layoffs.
Get
Cool.
starved, you fucking developers.
Yeah, Connor's just like cool.
Cool. Have fun.
Dumb stuff.
You guys could come work with me on a forklift. That'll be fun.
I'll teach you.
Yeah,
Ride a
I'll teach you
forklift.
how to drive a forklift. That'll be great. So, guys, just like, oh, you know, I made Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's great. Get your ass on a
You know the
forklift, bud.
puddles in Spider-Man? That was me.
Oh, that was your fault. Then I'm gonna give that guy an extra hard time. Where were those goddamn puddles? They're in the fucking trailer. I need those puddles. They really add to my gameplay experience.
Yeah. People are stupid.
Next up, then, Tony Hawk is talking to Activision about Tony Hawk Pro Skater Series. Again,
Mhm.
here they are. They're
The
talking.
anniversary's coming up, right?
They're what is it, like their 30th, 25th, maybe?
I think it's 25th. Yeah,
25th now.
I don't know when it is, but their anniversary's coming up.
Let's
So
see.
yeah,
Is it
maybe
saying
like
here?
there'd be
Oh yeah, 25th anniversary. It says in the article. Hang on, let me read. Could the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series be making a comeback in some fashion? In a new episode of Mythical Kitchen, released on Thursday, the legendary skateboarder was asked about the future of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater franchise as it celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. He said, "I wish I could tell you more," Hawk said, "but I can tell you that I've been talking to Activision again, which is insanely exciting. We're working on something." Okay. Okay. I'm interested. I'm all ears, bro. I'm all ears. Dude, Tony Hawk, the Tony Hawk bot popped up in Astrobot, and I got so fucking hyped. I
oh,
was,
that's cool.
I was like, let's go.
You
Uh,
have a little skateboard?
yeah, he did. He did. He was riding a little skateboard around. I'm like,
Cool.
oh, that's fun. Yeah, I would be incredibly excited for this. I love the Tony Hawk series. Got the Platinum Tony Hawk Plus Skater 1 plus 2.
Yay.
So yeah, I don't know. You know, they're always talking. You know, Tony Hawk has always asked questions about the Pro Skater series when it's making a comeback and all that. He's asked constantly. So Yeah, this is kind of what I'd expect them to say. It's a good thing they're talking though. I don't know where they're gonna go from this.
Maybe there's
Obviously,
interest. Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 got canceled at some point over at Activision, but that was before Microsoft owned them. So maybe Microsoft's more interested now. Maybe they're like, hey, let's do something with the Tony Hawk franchise because
I think there's always room for an arcadey game like that.
100%, and they sell pretty well. I can't
It doesn't
remember
need to be
what
huge
was
seller.
Tony Hawk's. No, it doesn't. But I guess I don't know from Activision's perspective. At least back
Yeah.
then, they were like, well, Tony Hawk used to be our Call of Duty, right? It used to be our #1 seller. Can we get it there again? And if not, we're not going to do it. Was that their mindset with this?
Probably. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's never going to get there again. But you could sell a few million copies of Tony Hawk Pro Skater,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, for sure.
You know? Try
And
to see.
I would question like if they would do the 3 and 5 or 3 and 4, or would they go to like Pro Skater 6 or like a reboot? Just like call it Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and like soft reboot everything.
Sold a million copies in less than a week on
That's
back
pretty
when
good.
it came out. Yeah, I'm trying to see like current sale numbers. Oh. Yeah, not seeing any
I would
current
be
ones.
more in the camp of like let's soft reboot the series
Yeah,
than like a Pro Skater 6.
yeah.
I would say just call it like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you know, and then like let's start from here.
I'd be down too. I think me and majority of fans though, we want the 3+4 right now. It's
What if
been
it plays like that though? You know, like plays like 1+2, and it's just a new game. You get those old maps and stuff still.
that. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. That's great and all, but nostalgia sells, man. And
That's true.
Pro Skater fans love 3 and 4. 3 and 4 were the pinnacle of the series, you know, and
I thought 2 is considered the pinnacle.
it's kind of 2, but really it's 3. Really, 3's the best one, and everyone knows that. Maybe I'm starting shit there, but
You all know.
yeah, you all know 3's the best one. But yeah, it's right around. I mean, 2, 3, and 4 are just impeccable in how good they are. They're so fucking good. Yeah, I do think majority of fans want 3+4 though. Then that's the route I'd go first. Do that, and then maybe you can get into a new one. Really, I want Underground. that's what I fucking want. I want to get the Underground. Yeah, Underground's my favorite personally, so I would love Underground to be remade at some point. But I'd be down for a new one too. I don't know, whatever direction they want to go with it. You know, it's like, why can't we get a new Tony Hawk game every 2-3 years? You know. Or some sort of
Maybe
new one.
they'll get there.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
Vicarious Visions.
Yeah,
We're gonna bring them back as Vicarious Visions. They're not gonna be Blizzard Albany anymore.
that'd be cool.
Let them make the next game.
I've always had the idea that like take the guys that really wanted to make a Tony Hawk game from there, from
Yeah.
whatever Blizzard Albany now, and then spin off a new studio that's just dedicated to Tony Hawk
Call
games.
them Vicarious Visions.
Yeah, you could bring back Neversoft. Honestly,
Neversoft.
That's what you would
Bring
do.
that name
Call it
back.
Neversoft, bring that back, start a whole new team around that, and like, hey, yeah, you guys are just putting out a new Tony Hawk game every 3 years. You know, you want to make a remake of 3+4, great. You want to make a new one, great. But we can just do them all eventually, right? And yeah, that'd be the route I would choose to go, and would hope that they go. And you're Microsoft, man. You got enough money to do it. If they sell enough copies, I mean, like I said, that one just sold 1 million in less than a week. That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Especially for these type of games. They're not the most expensive games to make. You know, it's
Especially it being like an upgraded version of 1 and 2.
Right.
Like they look better. That's probably what took the longest. But they have the maps.
Yeah.
For the most part, they just need to update them and things like that.
Yeah, especially event. So yeah, I don't know. I really hope they do something with it and do something with it soon because it's already been 4 years since 1+2. I'm itching to get back in there. So let's go. And you know what the main thing is too with the old ones coming back? People want that music back. That's what they want.
Course.
Yeah. The music is such a big deal in Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. People want those back.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah, it is a vibe.
Gotta keep the same vibe.
In Underground, Underground 2 is the one I specifically remember this with. You could upload your own music into like your
cool.
Xbox though, and then just play it while you're skating around. So I don't know, shit like that is really cool.
It is pretty cool. I like games that allow you to import things like that.
Yeah. All right, cool. Tony Hawk. Hopefully we see you soon, bud.
Yeah, he's getting old.
He is getting old. What is he?
He's still skating though.
Number 50 on our character rankings or whatever now.
Oh, I can take a look. He's there. We ranked.
Yeah, we did him last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he at?
I'm trying to look through. He's number 48.
Yeah, number 48. You were close.
48, Tony Hawk.
48, Tony
No,
Hawk.
I was too off. We gotta fill out this Game of the Year thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last one we put is like Rebirth. Stellar Blade, you got in here a little bit.
Yeah, you have to add some stuff.
Yeah, I will. Next up, then, a new Carmen Sandiego game has been announced, coming Q1 2025. It's coming to Netflix, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Daniel, Carmen Sandiego. This is a popular series back in like the 90s, right?
Yeah, maybe even the 80s.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that this was even an announcement. I just saw that you put that in there. Is this a series that you like?
No, I was just fishing for news. Where in here, so I just saw that and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting enough. Why not put that in there?
It's a big IP. Yeah. They just did that show.
Yeah, that was it. That's what came back. Yeah. I keep getting this confused with what's the Capcom one that came? They did like a remake last year on it. I can't remember the name now.
Capcom one?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of this series. I'm sure they're not similar at all. Was it Ghost something? Capcom? I don't know. I can't remember now. I'll look it up.
Oh, the Ghost Ghost Detective?
Ghost Detective. That was it. Yeah, I think you're right.
I can't remember the name of that game, but yeah, I actually own that game.
Dude.
I was told that's like somebody I played D&D with said that's one of their favorite stories in games is that game. It's like Phantom is also in there. Something Ghost Detective.
Ghost Trick?
Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick, that's it. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
Phantom Detective. There you go.
Yeah, you almost had it. You had all the words just in the wrong spot. Phantom Ghost Detective Trick.
So that's like a weird game, kind of adventure style point and click. I don't know what
aren't Carmen Sandiego games like that though too?
I've never played one, but I know that like there was a bunch of games back in the day, like NES games, Super Nintendo games. I don't know if they're point and clicks, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they are point and clicks.
So is this a point and click adventure? They say any information or show anything?
They did in the article a little bit here. Let me pull that up.
Like, I'm always down for point and click games. Like, I like that newest Monkey Island game. Came out a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, you did like that one.
Yeah, that game was awesome.
Carmen Sandiego, new IP, came out in the 90s. Publishers note that a live-action Carmen Sandiego movie is in the works on Netflix. Oh, interesting.
It's probably tied to the animated thing.
Does Netflix like own this now?
They might have like rights to do the stuff. I don't know if they fully own the IP.
It's like it's made by Gameloft and Harper Collins Productions. I wonder if that's
Gameloft sounds familiar.
Yeah, Gameloft must be developer, right?
Yeah, that sounds very familiar.
Yeah. It doesn't look point and click actually.
It might not be.
Looks more like 3D thing. This means you experience Carmen's perspective, players assisting you in navigating missions, solving puzzles, and outsmarting operatives. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if this is all tied together. So, like, there's a movie. I wonder if that's tied to the animated show, and then I wonder if this is tied to the animated show because it's all on Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix is publishing this.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, but it would definitely go on. The art style looks just like Oxenfree, the Night School Studios art style.
Oh, so yeah, I would just you saying that and me not even seeing it. I guarantee you it's tied.
Yeah, it must be. All right, cool. Carmen Sandiego, get more of that. Our last news story then. Flappy Bird is returning to mobile more than a decade after it was delisted. Wow.
Yeah, I thought this was a fun story.
Here we go. Flappy Bird.
We got a win. Back. We actually got a win this week.
Let me click into this VGC article. The original game was released on iOS devices in May 2013, but suddenly exploded in popularity in January 2014, becoming the most downloaded app on the App Store and earning its creator, Don Negan, tens of thousands of ad revenue.
And then he like took it down, right?
Yeah. However, just 1 month later, in February 2014, Negan pulled the app, saying, I cannot take this anymore. He later
It was
claimed
too much pressure.
he later claimed the decision was made because he felt the game was too addictive and it had become a problem.
And then I think I've talked about this before. There's a version of Flappy Bird in Goat Simulator, the first one.
Yeah.
Like, go up
I
to a
remember
TV
seeing
and play
that.
it.
Yeah. His little tongue comes out, shit.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like the Oppenheimer meme where he's like, "What have I done?
Yeah.
Like,
These gamers are so
what have I
addicted.
created here?"
It's not even like that original of an idea, right? Like I feel like we've seen games before Flappy Bird that were kind of like that. But it
I
must have just been
remember
timely.
playing one on computers back in like school that was like a helicopter. You know, do
Right,
you remember
yes,
this one? It was
yes,
like green and
yes.
black. Yeah,
Mhm.
and you would just go up and down and click the mouse and stuff. Like, yeah, it wasn't an original idea even when it
I
came
guess it was
out.
just the big mobile, like mobile was booming, and
Yeah,
it being on mobile, I
yeah,
guess was
yeah. It just
like.
became the most popular version of that game on mobile very quickly.
Do you
Yeah.
think? I know this is going to be funny to say. Do you think because it's a bird? Do you think it's tied to like Angry Birds still being popular at that time?
Mm, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
roots of
remember
it.
that being a problem at the time, but
No, just the fact that it's like a bird is associated with it. Does that like
oh, is that a problem? No,
up its
I
no,
mean,
no, no, not a problem. Does that up its popularity?
oh, does that up its popularity? I mean, maybe if
'Cause
it was
Angry Birds
called
was huge in 2013.
Flappy Angry Bird, yeah. Was that when Angry Birds was big? I can't
I
remember
mean,
if
when
that
I
was
was in
like
high
before or
school,
after. Oh, really?
there's a
Okay.
couple years there, but they had Angry Birds 1, 2, Star Wars, Space.
I do remember
Like
the
there
Star
was,
Wars one, yeah.
yeah, there was a bunch of versions of Angry Birds at that point. They did 2 movies or something like that. Like,
So what, you think that might help its popularity
yeah,
with
that's what
just
I'm saying
having the
because it's
Angry Birds
Flappy
thing?
Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He could have really had something if he stuck with it. You know, we
yeah.
could have been getting Flappy Bird movies by now. You know, we could be on Flappy Bird 4 or Revenge of the Flappy or whatever the fuck. You know.
So I wonder what has changed now. He's like, I got to get some of that money. I'm I'm broke.
Yeah, I would. The money ran dry. He's sitting there in his mansion, like, oh fuck, I'm about to run out of money. Oh,
Yeah, I wonder if this guy
time to
like
get
stayed
Flappy
in the
Bird back.
industry.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it, just considering how much pressure it was made. You know, but I don't know. Maybe he did. He made like some recent game that he made Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever.
Yeah, he works at Larian.
Yeah. Even after that, he was like, "What have I done?"
There's too much sex in this game.
Right. Takes Baldur's Gate 3 offline. Like, oh, no, you guys can't handle this. Sorry. All right, Flappy Bird, yeah, coming back. I'll download it. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be free.
Yeah, probably. I'd imagine most are nowadays, right? Like, I feel like if you're a mobile game and you
Unless you're
come
like
out,
Apple Arcade.
yeah, and you come out and you're paid, I feel like most people just aren't interested in that nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel, anything?
I played a very little Astrobot. Like I don't
Cool.
really have even much to say about it right now. So
Okay.
played like the first 3 levels, I think, or 2 levels, something like that.
Cool.
So not super far in the game yet. Haven't really experienced that much like the kind of gimmicky like upgrades or whatever. So I'd rather listen to what you have to say. I'm sure you played much more.
I did. I have beaten Astrobot. I did not get the platinum yet. I just got some random trophies left. Almost there. Almost had it. But and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go to bed before I do this because I was like, a little too tired to go and get these random trophies. But yeah, beat the game. Pull up my notes here.
How long did it take you to beat the game?
How long did it take? I don't know. So I played it a little bit differently than, not differently, but just in like my own way. I wouldn't leave the galaxy until I had everything done in that galaxy first. So
Okay.
I would like beat a level and I'd probably miss a couple things on that level, either one of the bots or one of the puzzle pieces. So the bot, you obviously collect the bots throughout the whole game. There's 300 of them altogether, and they're kind of spread out throughout the different levels as well. And you got to find them in really cute, interesting ways. And then there's also these puzzle pieces. And then when you get all the puzzle pieces for that puzzle, and the puzzle pieces are also just spread around the levels that you just got to find. Then you go back to the hub world with the puzzle pieces, And then the puzzle pieces will come together and they'll unlock like this little cute thing in the hub world. So like one of them is like a dressing room for Astrobot where you can like dress him in all these different costumes that you can also unlock. One of them's like this like prize thing where you like go in there and you can spend your coins on it, and then that's where you get like more costumes for your bots, different colors for the ship controller thing, stuff like that you can also get in there. There's like a whole safari thing that unlocked. I guess I'm kind of spoiling things now, but like there's like you get enough puzzle pieces, just like this cute little safari thing unlocked, and that unlocked photo mode, and that was just like a cute little area to go around and take photos, and like all the robots will go up to you. They're like Disney World characters all of a sudden, like they come up and take photos with you in like just wacky ways and shit like that, and that was really cute. So yeah, those are kind of the different unlockable things that you get throughout that. So yeah, I would stick at a galaxy until I got everything in that galaxy. So I guess it kind of took me, I don't know, say like 12 hours.
Sure.
If I had to put a number on it.
That seems like a fair guess. Like from what I played. Like
Yeah.
Is there only the 5 worlds? That's kind of what it shows, but or is there like then there's a final one. It's the 6th one.
Yeah, so there is secret levels then, which are also different things put on not every world, but probably like 2 or 3 worlds in a galaxy. There'll be a secret level that you can then find in a different world, and those are really cool because those will be a little bit more tricky to find. You normally gotta like do something a little bit different to try to find those worlds. Like you gotta like pull on something, or like it'll be like it'll be more difficult to find the secret level than your average bot or your average puzzle piece in the game. And then the secret level, you'll find it in a different level, and then you'll kind of hop on like the same type of platform that you hop on to finish a level. It's like those little silver things, except this one's gold. And then that will transport you to this secret galaxy that unlocks a whole bunch of different secret levels as well. So there's technically 6 galaxies in all then. Or yeah, 6, yeah. And yeah, those are another really cute unlockable thing. And then obviously the secret levels are fun. Bit more difficult, I'd say, on the secret levels.
That's where you want the difficulty in the hidden levels.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say this game, the first 2 galaxies were almost too easy, I'd say, and which is fine, obviously. It's like a kid's game, but it's almost a little too like, okay, I'm just, this is pretty simple what you're doing here. Obviously, they're kind of introducing the different mechanics and the different abilities that you get and stuff like that, just in those first 2 galaxies. But then, yeah, then you find more of the challenge in the secret levels, and then where the challenge really comes into play more is these levels that are in each of the galaxies that are we were talking about this in the Discord yesterday a little bit with they're all one of the symbols of the PlayStation controller, so they're all like the triangle, the circle, the square, the X, and there'll be 4 of those in each galaxy, and these levels are like speed run challenge levels where like they're just they feel more like a Crash Bandicoot game than it does like a 3D Mario game, right? Or like the base game Astrobot just feels like 3D Mario game normally in all these levels, and then these are like Crash Bandicoot type levels where it's very fast paced, keep going, keep up the momentum and stuff like that. And those are really fucking fun. I found those to be just a great time.
So are those still like you got to get the bots on those levels, or are they?
There'll only be one bot on those levels, and it's like you get them right at the end of the level.
When you beat it. Okay.
Yeah. For beating the level, you'll get the bot. So there'll only be one bot on those levels, and yeah, the goal is to just beat it, but it's hard. You're gonna be dying over and over again, type thing. Like I said, more like Crash.
Yeah, I like when he dies, he just explodes.
Yeah,
it's like a balloon.
Makes a little noise. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I had a great time with this game. I really did. The mechanics are so fun. All the new abilities you get, none of them stay too long. It's like you never have the ability for more than, I don't know, 5 levels or whatever. I would say it's just like throughout the whole thing. That's probably like the most. Like I would think, probably like the frog, glove. Boxing glove ones. I don't know if you saw that one yet, but
I did that level.
Yeah, that's probably the one I remember seeing the most, and that's probably that probably has 5 levels and all. Maybe
I thought that was
wrong.
a fun one, but in that level, I already found a problem.
What's that?
Because this was a problem we talked about when I played Playroom. Is I don't have vibration on my controllers. So in that level, there is the there is the block things, and you
Yeah,
have to like wait for the vibration. So the 2 times or whatever, or 3 times that you have to do in that level, I just had to guess.
yeah,
I'm sitting there like going back and forth on this stupid
yeah.
brick,
You're gonna
trying
have
to
a
find
lot
it.
of problems, sure, with turning everything off in your controller. Yeah, because they use motion controls. Not a lot, but
The motion controls are still on my controller,
oh, okay.
but it's really been the vibration and that one thing I noticed of like
Yeah, yeah.
the only other thing
There's
I don't have is the adaptive triggers too. I don't have that on, so it hasn't been a problem yet
okay.
for the
The
couple
adaptive
levels.
triggers, I imagine, would be fine. I can't think what uses the adaptive triggers that like you would
In
miss out
Playroom, it
on
was
them.
that monkey one.
Oh, okay. But
You're like
still, you
climbing
could
as a
just
monkey.
hit R2, right, and L2, and then climb
Yeah, there
just
was something
fine.
about the touch of like the two different
Oh
grip
yeah,
on
because it kind
things.
of locks there when you
Yeah,
go halfway down. You kind of want to get there. Okay, yeah, maybe you will run into more problems. I don't know. You have to tell me because
I don't know if that monkey thing is in this game. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Might be though. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you are gonna run into problems with the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
because that square thing does happen multiple times. There's just
Oh
a
no.
lot of hidden bots like behind those and stuff like that, and a lot of those you just gotta find throughout the world. So yeah, let me know how that one goes.
I hate vibration.
Yeah, I don't know what else do I want to say about this game. I mean, I don't want to spoil
Say whatever
anything,
you want. I mean,
but like the end levels are fucking awesome, man. They are they're those are the PlayStation theme levels, and they'll be around one PlayStation IP, and you get those at the end of each galaxy. There'll be one of them, and those are fucking good, man. They really put a lot of thought and care into those. I found. I won't spoil what PlayStation characters they are, but yeah, they're fucking cool,
I
man. I got
mean,
hyped every time.
I'm sure I could probably guess. I'm sure they're the big characters, right?
Eh,
Okay.
you'll see. I mean, you could guess a couple of them, sure, but a
Because
couple of
there's
them
what?
you
There's
won't.
5 of them.
There's five of them, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And yeah, I found those levels to be the most fun. A lot of really fun boss fights too. And it's interesting because they changed the mechanic on the boss fights of your death too. It's not like you die and then it just starts over in the boss fights. It'll be you die and then you get 3 lives just during boss fights. So like
Hmm.
you'll just respawn immediately, unless you run out of the 3 lives. Then you got to restart the whole thing. And yeah, I found that to be a good idea with the boss fights. Just kept the flow going a little bit better
Sure.
on that.
It's pretty easy to get hit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And the boss fights are all really cute and really creative. So you know you're doing different types of things too during the boss
Yeah.
fights. Yeah,
Because it's unlike Mario. Mario had like his life system is a little different in some of the games. Like in like 64, he has like a meter, and stuff
yeah,
like that. So like his life works differently in his like 3D games. So Astrobot just kind of gets hit and you kind of like restart, but there's a lot of checkpoints in the game. But so far, like all the levels have been pretty linear, so it's not like you're really having to go through that much more of the level if you die.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, just a really cute experience overall. Really fun. Really well polished game as well. Like I didn't run into anything that was like a problem in this game. Just nice to
I
see,
haven't seen
right?
any, yeah,
Yeah,
only a little bit I played.
yeah. Really cute art style. I love the hub world as well. The hub world gets really fun the more bots that you add into it, right? Like by the time you have all 300, and you can get all 300 of them to like follow you around if you wanted. So you just have like a
Oh
fucking
no,
army. Yeah, of like all these little bots.
sounds horrifying.
It is. And then the hub world also has their own bots that you can go out and find too, and there'll be like special little things to find those that you'll need different bots for to find them. So it'll be like you need 90 bots for this one, then you go out to that, press triangle on it, and then the 90 bots will come up and like do something fun. Like sometimes they'll all hang up on a wall so you can like swing on all the different bots and to get over to a different platform or something like that, or like they'll become a ladder so you can like crawl down on them or something like that too. So yeah, they do a lot of really cute stuff in the hub world, and the game overall was just super cute, man.
I can't believe they made a game that your goal is to just fix a PS5.
Yeah.
Like, how's that the premise of this game?
Yeah, that's
Just
their
fixing a
it's
PS5.
their ship. You know, they ride on
Yeah,
it. I don't know where they're going, but I think it's
yeah.
that's
They
cute
don't
too. Yeah, do they even know where they're going?
they're just driving,
Yeah,
just chilling.
It's cute too because I think like that PS5 took off at the end of Astro's Playroom, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Like I think that's the idea here is like it's a continuation from that. So
Well,
it's
because like Playroom, you're in the PS5,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that's the whole thing. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
almost think you're like building it then, and
yeah.
now you're fixing it, you know, because
Mhm.
that little alien bastard fucking threw it out, and
He-
it's funny that the little alien bastard he'll be like torturing the fucking little thing that he stole. I don't know what that piece is that he stole, but like every time you see him, he's just like torturing that thing.
it's just like the GPU
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
PS.
I think he like offers him a drink at one point and then like pulls it away.
Is it supposed to be a living piece?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I think
I thought that was.
all the little things are kind of alive in some way.
I guess that. Oh, yeah. I guess that's true because the PS5 had eyes.
Hmm.
So
Uh,
yeah, I guess you're right.
some of the abilities are really creative. So some of the abilities are in other games for sure. Like there's a lot that are in other games. There's a slow down time one that was it felt like straight out of Crash 4 if you remember that one.
Oh yeah.
And then there's some that are like super unique. Like one you're like a sponge and you get like really small, but then you can like suck up different types of liquid and he gets like just huge, you know, and there's obviously different mechanics throughout the level that will have you doing both. Yeah, there's just so many different fun ones. There's like one where you're like a little a balloon and you like puff up really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like in the
yeah.
first level or second level,
Yeah,
something like that.
that one I found super cute and fun. There's just so many different ones, and they're like, you know, they do fun stuff to combine them too toward the end and stuff. And yeah, man, I had a great time with this game. Really did.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like stuff in Forgotten Land, where like you get like the different Kirby, you get like the cone or whatever the
Mm.
car.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of like Nintendo kind of been playing with doing stuff like that. Like even the puffing like that, like that's like a Kirby thing. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait
Uh,
to play some more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Have to let us know next week what you think of it. Moving on then to Marvel vs. Capcom just came out.
Oh yeah, you playing
Yeah.
that too?
I didn't start it yet, but I got downloaded now. So I didn't get a chance to even play it yet. But yeah, look forward to playing that this weekend. What comes out next week? Plucky Squire's out next week,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh my
next
god.
Tuesday. Looking forward to that. And then Zelda's
Yeah.
the week after. It's like, let's go.
Unreal.
Having a great
I
time.
can't.
September's the hell of a month.
Yeah, because I want to play Zelda so bad. It's like I gotta beat Astrobot. Like I want to start Star Wars, but I don't know. Just time, you know.
No time. No time.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I guess that'll do it then for Nerd Guys Podcast, episode 240. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdgods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you want to say?
Did you get the Astrobot version of me? In the game? It just has my glasses.
Just has glasses on. Yeah, I'm sure you're in there.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them
I'm
got,
one of the
got some
300.
glasses on. Yeah, you're a PlayStation mascot of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. You know, they did miss out on some though. With so like Square didn't agree to have their characters in Astrobot, so there's no Final Fantasy, no Kingdom Hearts or anything like that. That one was missing for sure, and that felt like it was missing. GTA, you know, especially like San Andreas, Vice City 3. Those are really tied to PlayStation. You should have had something from those guys in there. I guess Rockstar didn't want to do it, and then no Spider-Man at all. Which is, I'm sure they were just having troubles with the rights on that, right? Like getting Spider-Man in that game. But it's like, oh man, that would have been a very good one to, especially a very good one to have its own level on, right?
Or something.
Dude, yeah. They 100% could have done that, like a web swinging level.
There's always room to do stuff.
Exactly, yeah. They got to get that done for the sequel. Get the Spider-Man stuff in there. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, different suits for him too.
Yeah, that'd be badass. Have a whole web swinging level through like a Astrobot looking New York. That'd be fun.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That does sound cool. All right, we'll see you next week, everyone. Bye bye.